This is a Thunder Game Report.
Hi, I'm Randy Renner at Chesapeake Energy Arena. The Thunder and the Atlanta Hawks getting ready to square off tonight. The Thunder working to improve a 7-game winning streak, and there are, of course, a couple of streakers among the players here tonight. Kevin Durant has scored at least 30 points now in 10 straight games, and Kyle Korver of Atlanta has scored at least one three-point basket in 112 straight games. That's an all-time NBA record. So those two streaks will be on the line tonight, along with the Thunder's winning streak. We had a chance to talk with Thunder head coach Scotty Brooks just a few minutes ago about tonight's game.
I like his game. I like Millsap's game. He's very consistent. I don't know him personally. He just seems to play the right way, regardless of the situation. He just seems to always be in the right spot. He's a tough guy. He rebounds. He's undersized, but it doesn't affect his ability to make plays around the basket. His three-point shooting has improved, and he always seems to make big shots late games when needed. He's playing right like at an all-star level, 18, 19 points, nine rebounds or so. But he's a factor. He's, when their all-star center went down, he stepped in and continued to help that team win games.
Scott, as a basketball guy, what was your reaction
Thank you.
to 07 Kevin's draft, pre-draft combine stuff? Remember, people made a fuss about the bench press stuff and all that. Did you put by any stock in that at all?
Man, that was so long ago. So that was when they said he couldn't bench press something. Yeah. I've always said as long as he can lift up a basketball, and that's, I don't know how many ounces is 20 ounces. He has no problem doing that. That never, some guys, he was thin, but he was 19. So he was going to fill out and get stronger as he develops through a workout program and just maturity. But I think he's obviously highly skilled, highly motivated, and really focuses on team. That's what makes him a great player, and he's going to be that way for a lot of years, and he's going to continue to improve. He's always finding ways and to get better, whether it's offensively and defensively. He's just a terrific player.
Does he have uncommon stamina? He never seems, there were times in the postseason last year when Memphis City gassed. That's before your other personnel really began to bloom the way they are now. But otherwise, I don't ever remember seeing him really seem to motion.
He's obviously highly conditioned. He could play a lot of minutes, and he plays them hard. He plays both ends of the floor. His scoring is obviously incredible. The way he scores and the way that his offensive game has improved, but his defensive impact every night is a factor. But he's conditioned. He's one of the. Everybody in this league is so well conditioned. There's fatigue factor does play a factor, and scheduling. Some guys, get tired quicker than others. But with like Russell and Kevin, throwing Russell and Russell, sometimes you see him after games. You think he can go back to back. If you would love to have him on your AAU team, because you can play 17 games on a weekend and he's going to be fresh for all 17 games. But Kevin, I never had an issue where I thought he was tired. Does a great job of taking care of his body.
It was natural for us to look ahead in the schedule and see, Miami's coming up on Wednesday. Are you afraid your players might do that too?
No, we've never done that in the past. We've never talked about the next opponent out. and I don't see it an issue tonight. We understand what Atlanta brings, and they're a good basketball team. They play a good brand of basketball. They play hard, and they got good players. So if you do that, you have no chance of winning the game that you're competing against. And our guys, they know better than that. I'm not saying that we've always played well, but we focus on the game at hand.
Going back to Kevin, what's the most impressive part of this streak in your opinion?
I mean, there's so many things. I think passing. I think when you're on a hot streak like this, naturally, I'm sure all of us in here, other than maybe Michael, he would not want to shoot more. But Kevin does not want to shoot more. I mean, you would think that he's making everything, and every shot seems to be easy for him, and the basket's bigger for him right now. But he's still focusing on passing the ball and helping his teammates get good shots. The 10 assists or 11 assists last game is a clear indicator that he's still interested in passing. Defending is another thing. There's many things that during the streak. I mean, he's finally listening to coaching, so that's probably the most impressive thing. It's taken him 7 years.
Ferguson this morning that they really looked for Corver in transition and offensive rebounds. What will you guys have to do to try to limit the chances he gets to kind of step into that?
Well, it's hard. I mean, he's one of those guys that he is nonstop, like the Energizer Bunny. He just keeps moving and running to find open spots. And in transition, he's fast down the court. He gets to the three-point line, and he's always looking for that shot. And he has a quick trigger, and he's good size, and he shoots it way above his head. He's a terrific player, and he's just not a three-point player. He helps him score points with his cuts on the offensive end, and then they're a smart basketball team. They understand when they have a great three-point shooter, find him when he's open, and offensive rebounds. They have a knack for when they do get an offensive rebound, he finds an opening and they look for him. And so you make the mistake on defense by giving up an extra shot. A lot of times that's going to end up in a three-point shot.
What's Kevin's relationship to his stardom? How is that, I mean, I guess what I'm asking is, how is that different from other stars that you've been around, whether it's played with or coached, maybe Elijah Wan or somebody like that you might have been around? How does he handle his stardom versus some of these other guys that you've been around?
He's a special kid. There's no question. He's a special basketball player. He has a lot of the physical talents. He has the mental attitude to be great every night. He's a great teammate. He's coachable. I think the special ones have those same characteristics. You have to have the talent to be a special player. And comparing him to other great ones, I mean, he's right there with all the great ones.
I guess what I wanted you to get into, if you could, and maybe you can't, but all these greatest players, certainly in the last 10 or 15 years, seem to carry some sort of baggage with them. It doesn't seem that Kevin has any of that, yet his ascension is off the charts. Do you find that to be a rarity?
I mean, I think there's been a lot of great superstars that are great leaders on and off the court. I don't buy into the fact that he's better than others. I think he's as good as all the other stars. He's a great representative of the league. He's a great person, and I'm happy to be coaching him. I'm excited about playing games every night with him. They're great players, and he's, like I said, he's going to go down as one of the best ever. I think it's great. I think it's very, very cool to see. I think, and our season ticket holders are very generous to give up a lot of their tickets for tonight. I mean, my brother was in the military for 20 years, so I understand the role that they play. It's an honor for us to have them here, and we support them, what they do. They protect and serve our country night in and night out. Just amazing. It's going to be an amazing atmosphere tonight. I wouldn't be surprised that one day in the future that all 19,000 of our season ticket holders give it up for a game. The people here are so generous. Super Bowl, that's a great question. Do I have to give an answer? I like both quarterbacks. I like both coaches. I like both teams. I like both. I like Peyton Manning. I think he has so many characteristics of Kevin Durant. He's just a classy guy. He's a winner. He's a student of the game. I don't know him. I would love to have an opportunity to meet him. It just seems his career was probably, with his injury, he was going to retire, and he came back, and he's played MVP level. He's just mentally as tough as they come, and you look at him and you're saying, how can that guy possibly be that good and that tough? But he is probably one of the toughest football players to ever play the game.
Scott Brooks in the back area getting ready for tonight's ball game, and it's also Military Appreciation Night here tonight. A lot of season ticket holders have given up their seats for members of the military. There will be a lot of those folks in attendance tonight and some special presentations along the way. We will be here, of course, as well, and click back for post-game reaction from the podium and from inside the locker room right here on ThunderGameReport.com.